Stop recording video. Face near left edge. Speech off.
Hi guys, it's VI Life with Kelly. This is part 3 of our Cook With Me series. It's October 31st. When you're watching this, it's Sunday morning. And let's get into it. We left off where I was waiting for the salmon burger patties to finish cooking in the oven, so they're done now. And our cookies are done. I'm going to show you what they look like on this plate really quickly. I did upload a picture on IG and so and Twitter, so it's on both pages. Let me see, you guys, here's what the cookies end up turning out looking like. I'm trying to tilt it like this, hopefully you can see them. I don't know, but if you're not seeing them, you'll see a good picture of them on IG and Twitter. It's VI Life with Kelly. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave in the comments if you guys have a particular dessert you'd like for me to include in the holiday desserts Cook With Me series, because that's all November long and it's not too late. Alright, let's pull out the salmon patties. Okay, let's pull those out the oven. Oh gosh, what did I do, guys? Where did this? Okay, there we go. Everything I use is stainless steel. I got this pan from Marshall's quite a few years ago. If you guys are wondering, with the raised, they call this like a roast pan. Most people would make like a roast rack of lamb with this pan, things of that nature. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the salmon patties out and put them on a plate. The thing that you need to be careful about with these roast pans is that they're really dangerous. I've burned, when I first got this pan, I would burn my wrist because I would forget about those raised arms on the sides and go to pick something up and just burn. So be careful with that. I learned to start wrapping those ends with foil, or just do something simple like leave your kitchen towel hanging over that side until it finishes cooling, because out of sight, out of mind for me. Okay, so let me show you guys what these patties are looking like. Before I cut them up, I'm gonna get a cutting board out and cut these up and put them in the salad and put them back. I'm gonna show you the salad with them tossed in there and the rest of the salad dressing, and then I'm going to cover it up, put it back in the refrigerator. Okay? But there will be a picture posted on IG. You will not believe, the whole time it was cooking, I was in my room uploading the pictures. He was quiet as a mouse. Now, as soon as I come out, Charles, be quiet. Be quiet. Hold on one second, guys. Okay guys, let me double check that, yep, everything's going good with that. Alright, so, let's see. Okay, I'm unraveling one patty, and now I'm doing when I was a little girl, my parents used to host game watching parties. It used to be such a big deal, and it was just so here's the salmon patties after they've been baked. I'm gonna cut these up. They smell really, really good. You could make a burger with these. You can do whatever you want. I've always bought these and just make them. I put them in my Caesar salad, or whatever salad I'm having, and it's perfect. But if you wanted to make a burger, this is a great substitute to, you know, traditional beef burgers. If you wanted something different from a turkey burger, even if you wanted, you know, you were tired of your plant-based burger and you just wanted something else, this is great. Okay, so let me get my cutting board. I'm gonna cut this up really quickly. I bet you everybody that has a cooking channel has the same complaint. We all have the same complaint. Our kitchens are too small. But they really are, guys. These kitchens are small. Let me see. I hope everybody's teams are winning. Hope all my subbies teams are winning. You see how I changed that real quick? Let me push this back. Guys, these cutting boards are a lifesaver. I get done so quickly. I just don't know how I lived life before without cutting boards. I can remember as a girl cooking with my mom and we did not have cutting boards. Maybe one time. Maybe we had plastic ones. I don't think so. I remember being little, we were using plates. I was like, this is crazy. It was stressful because I didn't want to have, like, scratch the plates. You guys, this salmon is so hot. Like, cutting into it is no joke. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna take the salad out. So this is the salad from earlier, remember? Let me show you guys. Nothing's really changed. I tossed it around earlier with y'all. So hopefully you could see it. If you can't, I'll definitely put it on my IG and Instagram here shortly. Like really shortly. Let me see if this is still hot. Let me use this one. There. Now, let me see. So I don't want to knock anything down. Okay, look. Let me add. You guys, I had one of my Be My Eyes volunteers read this to me again because I wanted to make sure that it was the Caesar salad dressing and marinade with avocado oil. Why does it say on here, eat like your life depends on it? Can y'all believe that? Primal Kitchen, eat like your life depends on it. And it does, you guys. I was like, they're dope. They are dope. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour the rest of this salad dressing in here. And then I will say that I wish I would have bought 2 of the Fresh Express 2 of the Fresh Express Caesar salad kits. I wish I would have bought 2 of those. Let me finish slicing this up. I'll show you guys what it looks like for me after. Well, depends. Oh, you know what I did? No, I didn't cut it on the right side. I don't know why it was so hard. But anyway, let me show y'all what. So here's one of these. It's cut up here. Hopefully you can tell. I would spend some time cutting that up more, but it's going to end up breaking up really good on its own when I toss it together. So it's no need. Okay, let me cut up this last one. Let me see. These are hot. I don't know if I showed y'all what they look like. pretty good. Hopefully you can see it. You can zoom in. Otherwise, if you can't, like I said, the salad will be on my IG. You guys, I found out something really cool about my TikTok. So I just got on there like 3-4 days ago by the time y'all are watching this, and I was wanting to put like details on all my platforms so that the hearing impaired could have an idea of what I'm talking about or like whatever I'm describing. And so anyway, they have captions available you can add to your TikTok videos and content. So it literally, everything I'm saying, it comes up. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I've added captions to all my TikTok videos. It's not like I have a lot. I think I'm 5 right now. And so that way the hearing impaired can enjoy with us. So I'm so happy about that. Okay, so I cut up this other salmon patty. It's piping hot. Okay. And then I'm just gonna throw it in here with the, now if it's just like 2 of y'all, if it's only like 2 of you guys eating together, then you know you could go ahead on and put the, you know, get your plates, and you could, you know, put the salad out there and then go on and put the salmon patties on top, and then put your avocado, and then put, you know, a few lemon wedges on the side, and looks great. But I like tossing, which I have been able to, I like tossing everything together. It's just less mess, and it gives for a more even spread of the salad dressing. This probably looks weird. But anyway, guys, I love that I have this lid because I can just do what I want to do. It's nothing like eating a salad and all the salad dressing is like at the bottom or on one side of the salad, and you keep like swirling it around with your fork and you never get that perfect blended. I can't stand that. There's a place in Dallas called Paradise. And they just make salads all day. It's one of my absolute favorite places. Shout out to Paradise and the employees. I used to go there all the time when I worked downtown Dallas. And they toss your salad. They put it together in a bowl, everything you want, and they toss it thoroughly in your salad dressing. So it's like when you eat it, it's every perfect bite. It's just amazing. It's so good. And they have their Paradise pasta, yummy, and then their fruit salad. They have soups. I mean, everything, guys. But I just love the way they prep my salad. So, okay, we've done that. So the next thing we're gonna do, you guys, what did I do? I feel something. Anyway, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna use this pan, and I'm going to go on and put our snapper in there. We're gonna bake it, and you know, we're making our red snapper macaroni and cheese today. So we're gonna go on and get our red snapper baking. We're gonna go on and also put our steak in the oven, and we're gonna let those cook about 35 to 45 minutes, okay? So let's get it. I'm gonna go get that. So as you guys know from watching my previous videos, I wash my steak in an apple cider vinegar wash. It's like a 1/4, maybe even, okay, so we'll just say a 1/4 cup of vinegar, apple cider vinegar, to about 3/4 cups or maybe even a whole cup of purified water. That's the rinse that I use before I add my steak to my seasoned olive oil and baking it. I pretty much bake everything. And then for the snapper, I'm going to pretty much use the same as far as I'm going to use a seasoned olive oil for the snapper. And I'm not going to use a lot of, I'm just only going to use like garlic salt, garlic herb seasoning, and black pepper. In my macaroni and cheese, I use lots of black pepper. That's really what takes it to the next level for me. I really don't use a lot of ingredients on my macaroni and cheese. It comes out great. So that's that. And then as far as the Beyond Meat ground crumbles, the meatless ground beef substitute, I'm going to add this to my onions and bell pepper and cook that in the skillet, saute that all together. I'll probably add a little jalapeno to that, probably some Spanish rice with some diced tomatoes in that, and then I'm going to stuff the bell peppers with that. So that's going to be your vegan stuffed bell pepper, and then we'll just go from there, and then I'll make the ones with the steak as well. Okay, so let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going, let's keep going. I'm not going to do all of that in this video, so don't worry. It's going to be a part 4 and a part 5. The only thing we're getting ready to do together right now is prep everything. So we're just going to get the snapper in the oven. Let me see. We're going to get the snapper in the oven. We're going to get the steak in the oven. And then we're going to start on the Spanish rice. And that's going to be the end of this video. Let me see what happened. Oh yeah, here's my knife. So, like I told you guys before, I get the red snapper from Publix. It's in the freezer section, and it comes in these individual pre-sealed packs. So if you just wanted one, like if you were just gonna make a wrap or something, a salad for yourself, you could just grab one and go on about your life. So I don't know exactly how much these are. They've usually always stayed about this pack, which is considered about a pound of red snapper. It could be from $12.99 to $14.99. I think I've seen it on sale for $11.99 at one point, but that's pretty much the price point. But I'm not sure how much it was this time. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse these. Just using my colander again. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. So use the colander. Open out pretty good. Okay. So guys, let me see. Okay, so let me get another bottle of water. I feel like the hardest thing about cooking is just getting organized and just having enough room. Like if you're organized, oh Lord, let me see what just happened. I feel like if you're organized and you're in a space that you feel good about, your cooking is so good, and your attitude stays good because you're not frustrated by the process, you know. But when you have a small kitchen and you're doing it all by yourself, it just kind of makes it tedious. Let me see. I'm going to get, so I've got my bottle of water. Remember, I got this from It's the Target brand, purified water. And I cook with the water. I drink distilled and alkaline water, and I cook with purified water, guys. I usually have a cooler in my house. I usually get the water delivered by Crystal Geyser, I think it's called out here. And I just use that water to cook with pretty much. So I just got finished rinsing with that. So now what I'm going to do is, actually, let me see. Yeah, I'm actually going to put a little olive oil in the pan I just used. Let me find out. Okay, let's see. Put a little olive oil in this pan. Okay, and so this is the olive oil that I'm using. I've showed this to you guys before. And I'm not particular about what olive oil I use, like if it's pure, if it's extra virgin, if it's they have extra virgin, they have different flavored olive oils. I'm not picky, guys. I'll pick up pure, I'll pick up extra virgin. It all boils down for me to who has the best price. Which one is the largest for the best price? That's what gets my money. That's what gets home. Ooh, this smells real good. This is some onion powder. I'm about to put that in there. I like that. And I have some garlic powder. You see? This is minced garlic, guys. I really like it. Okay, so I put all that in my olive oil. I'm getting ready to put the snapper fillets in here. So I'm gonna bring this pan over here because I rinsed the snapper in a colander and I don't want the water dripping on the floor. So I'm just taking these fillets. I'm going to lightly coat each side. Looks like I don't have that much olive oil in here, which is disappointing. Okay, let me see. Okay. Alright guys, so I've just finished coating those. Hopefully you can see it. And now I'm going to cover them. I'm gonna put a little bit more oil in the pan. Put a little bit more oil. I'm making a point never to touch anything. The hand that I'm touching the raw meat with, I don't, or raw fish with, I don't touch anything with that hand. And let me wash my hands, and I wash my hands a lot, guys. So definitely make sure to wash your hands over and over and over. Try to stay as, clean as possible. And okay, so I added a little bit more olive oil to the situation. So now just gonna kind of move that oil around. You see how good here, I do smell it. Like I said, I'm gonna bake this one. Okay. Alright guys, so we're putting this in here. It's completely sealed, and I think I'm gonna need more aluminum foil. Okay guys, so now we're gonna get our steak prepped and throw it in there as well. Don't forget to preheat your oven. Every single thing makes a difference on the outcome. It really does. I used to think it didn't. I used to be in like a lot of cooking clubs. I used to watch a lot of cooking shows, and like I wouldn't do every single thing they did, and I'd always wonder like, dang, why didn't it come out the way I wanted it to come out? I just thought I'd dropped something. Anyway, and one day I was watching this one cooking channel, and the person who was talking, they were explaining why it is they do what they do and how it affects the food, like how it opens up the food, the actual item I'm cooking, and it to receive the flavor, or how it makes it juicier, or this is how, if you do this, it, you know, it was just, they were just explaining the whole process of why they do what they do. So after that I was like, oh my gosh, that's why my stuff never comes out. So anyway, when I started applying every last detail, it was like magic. I was like, oh yeah, finally. And sometimes it's like a matter of waiting as well. Like when I used to try to make gravy, it used to take, I used to be like, dang, I don't know how to make gravy, not knowing that I was rushing the process. So had I just waited a few more minutes, it would have started thickening up, and I would have finally had the gravy. But I used to always think, oh wow, it's not gonna do it, because I thought it was supposed to do it like instantly, and I'd just be throwing stuff away, and it smells so good. I'd be like, wow, I hate that I'm throwing all this stuff away, and it smells so good. Guys, it was a mess. It was such a mess. So anyway, y'all, my pup's greatest concern is that I'm gonna forget to share with him. That's his greatest concern, y'all. Like, nope, I'm not gonna forget. I never have in 10 years. And he definitely does not forget to remind me, hey mom, where's mine? Okay. I was gonna put on my, y'all, I was gonna put on my sunflower apron that I've been wearing, and I washed it, and do you know one of the ties on it ripped off? Where's, oh, let me get another bottle of water. So anyway, I was gonna find it anyway and just make it work, and I was wasting too much time looking for it, so I was like, okay, never mind, I guess it's not, I'm not gonna wear it. But I have this other one that I'm wearing starting in November. I started to put it on today, like, oh well, I'll just wear it today, but I was like, no, that one's for November. When y'all see that apron, you'll know, okay, it's November. You happen to skip past, you happen to skip past the title, but when you see me in the red, you'll be like, oh yeah, this is one of the November ones. Okay guys, what did I do with my bottle of water? Did y'all see what I did with my bottle of water? Of course you saw what I did with my bottle of water. Charles, you were doing good. You were doing real good. Stay focused. Stay on the path of righteousness. Y'all, this trash can is getting out of control. I really could have baked. I could have baked both the fish and the steak with the same pan on top of each other had I been thinking about it. Let me have another talk with Charles. That got us like 10 minutes of quietness. Okay guys, so now that we've done that with the steak, let's get another pan out. Let me see. Yes guys, Charles knows what steak is. He's been eating with me. And that's what some people say my problem is the fact that he's been eating with me. So they're like, you should have never started that up with him because now he feels entitled. But I'm like, no, who wants to eat it? Nobody wants to eat, what's it called? Table food all the time? Or processed dry food? I don't think that's right. Okay guys, okay guys, let me try to find another pan. Otherwise, okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go on and pull the salmon out, and we're gonna share the roasting pan. We're gonna share it. Oh, I wonder, you know what, actually? I'm gonna do something different today. I'm going to use one of my cookie sheets. I'm gonna see because I'm making sirloin steak strips and they don't need that much time. I'm going to go on and try this on my cookie sheet. I have several of them. Out of curiosity, I want to see what that's going to be like. Even though I would have rather tried this with the red snapper, honestly. I would have rather done this with the red snapper, but whatever. We're going to try it. I don't think we can lose, especially since I'm using the steak for another dish. I'm using it for the stuffed bell peppers. So it's going to take on the flavors of the sauteed vegetables. I'm just baking this to cook it because I like everything well done. And I don't want to saute raw meat. Like I never do it. Oh yeah, I'll finish that one. This one is done. Okay, let's put that one. This one's done. Alright, let's see. What did I put up here earlier? Oh, let's get the last of this out of here. That's done. Okay. Let's see what else we got. That smells pretty good. I like that, but I don't know if I like it on my steak. Let me see. Here's some steak seasoning. I know you guys are like, how does she know? I smell everything, guys. I smell everything. I do not like to not know if things are fresh. I'm going to transfer the premium Angus beef sirloin steak strips. I'm going to transfer them to this cookie sheet and I'll be right back. And then I got that from Target, and yeah, I've used them quite a few times. Every single time that I made a meal with steak, like I did that steak and gravy earlier this month, it was the same steak. I did the I made those egg rolls, and I had steak ones and flounder ones, and I used the same steak. So once I find something that I love, and that I feel good about, then I just keep using it. So, yep, guys. So now that I've transferred the steak to the cookie sheet here, I'm just going to come back over here, and I'm just going to make sure each strip is coated in the seasoning, the seasoned olive oil. And then I'm going to bake this in the oven, and prayerfully none of this is touching nothing. Let's bend that back. Hopefully. Anyway, guys, cooking, trying to be cute and cooking, it can happen. It definitely can happen. Yeah. You really just gotta pay attention. That's why I'm using like the tips of my fingers, because I don't want any of my charms touching anything. I do got charm bracelets on. Okay, so for as far as I understand, every bit is coated. You guys, all I can tell you is make the very best decisions you possibly can make about what you put in your body, and then enjoy your food. Enjoy your food. Don't eat with guilt, because it interrupts your digestive process, which makes it worse. So pray over your food, or have a moment of thankfulness or gratefulness, and eat your food, enjoy it, and move on. If you feel like that's something you shouldn't eat often, then don't eat it often. And when you do, enjoy your food so your body can receive and digest, okay? Because that's extremely important. Because you do not want balls of food clumped and lodged into your intestines. And then you have another problem called colon cancer and pancreatic cancer and so many other cancers, because you have, 10 years plus waste trapped in your body that has, turned into fibroids and tumors and sickness and disease, okay? Because that's what happens when you put things in your body that your body didn't get a chance to digest, or that isn't even food. There's a lot of things we put in here that's not food, and your body's like, what do I do with this? And if you don't take a probiotic or do your daily detox teas and things that assist your body to dump, especially if you stay dehydrated like most people do, then, that's that. So, okay guys, so we've gotten that done. One thing I'll tell you that is very important is learning to use, learning to use your, what's it called? Your foil. Learning to use your foil. People do not understand how much of a difference it makes when you completely seal your pan where there's no opening. It helps, the steam, that locked in heat helps keep your food moist, retain the flavor. It helps it absorb. Instead, have you ever ever cooked your food and you're like, why does it seem like all the seasoning is outside of whatever you were trying to get? And you're like, why is it dry? Like maybe it's not, it's dry all around the edges, or the flavor just doesn't seem to ever penetrate. It's never getting in the food that you're cooking. And that's because you're not using any type, you're not sealing the foil around every edge. You're not putting your seasoning in your oil and then coating the food before you cook, you put it in the oven. Those things, steps like that, make a huge difference, guys. Prepping your food, pre-marinating it, letting it sit in the refrigerator all night, that's a great step. But it still won't get you the flavor if you do not make sure to mix that with your oil, coat every single item with it, and then seal it with the foil in the hot oven. The oven needs to be hot, and then put it in there. Then whatever you're cooking, whether it's fish, meat, a plant-based protein, whatever it is, it will absorb all of that flavor. And that's how you get those moments like, oh, this is so good, right? You don't even need extra sauce, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, okay. So guys, we've got our snapper in here. We've got our steak strips in here now, right? I pulled out a pan because I'm going to make, and I could have already been having this going all this time actually. So let me turn on, I'm turning my stove on high here. I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water. I'm gonna boil some water because the next thing I'm gonna do in this part 3 video is make this Zatarain Spanish rice. It takes like, I don't know, 20 minutes. It takes about 20 minutes to make this rice. All you need to do is boil about 20 ounces of water, which is equal to a bottle of water. You're going to put about a tablespoon of butter in the water. Charles! And the butter can be a non-dairy substitute, or you can have like a Land O'Lakes butter, whatever you choose. And as soon as this water starts boiling, it takes like, what, 3 minutes? You're going to add the contents in this pack to your boiling water. And then you're going to add your diced tomatoes. Let me show y'all. I have these Rotel diced tomatoes with the cilantro and lime juice. Okay? So that's what you're going to add. So let me just show you guys. Because Charles needs another talking to, as you guys can see. I said be quiet. That's what I said. I don't like it. Get in the right hole a little bit, be quiet. Okay, guys. So, yep, he talks. I know y'all like, did he just talk? Yep, he talks, guys. Okay, so, no. Okay, so, let me see. So right now, I just put an entire bottle of water in this saucepan. It's like a medium saucepan, and this eye is very hot, very hot. Okay, so I know you guys are like, how did she pour that water in there like that fast? I poured it in there because I used the rim. I used the rim of the neck of the bottle as a guide, and I tap it against the rim of the pan, and that lets me know it's pouring into the pan. So that's that. I'm using Smart Balance, which is a non-dairy, soy-free butter substitute. So I'm using that because I'm making the stuffed bell peppers. I'm making half of them for vegan, so dairy free, and then I'm making the other half with a steak option. So I'm gonna make the rice where it has absolutely no dairy products in it, so I can use it for both sets of bell peppers. Okay, so yep, this is what I'm doing now. And if I had a large party over here, then I would make, you know, the goal is to make where you have enough where a person could get 2 bell peppers. So if you have 5 people coming, you want to make 10. Because somebody's not gonna want 2, they're gonna want 1, and then somebody's gonna want 3. You see how that goes? So you end up having plenty. And then it's always nice for people to want more, so they'll look forward to coming back and doing it again. So, but I cook like that too, so that they'll eat other things too, and I won't have a ton of one thing versus the other thing. Okay, guys, so let's put this. I have that remember I was showing you guys, I have gotten that Hello Pumpkin. Let me see. I had gotten that Hello Pumpkin utensil holder. So yep, I got that from Home Goods, I think I got that from Home Goods. I don't remember, guys. It's on one of the videos though. Okay, so we're just waiting for the water to finish boiling. It'll probably be done in like a couple more minutes, and yeah, it looks like, yeah, it's almost done. So stay tuned, come back to part 4. In part 4, I'll be finishing up the rice with you guys, and we'll start making our vegan stuffing for the bell peppers. So that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna get the vegan stuffed bell peppers ready, and then we'll see how far along we get. We probably ended up making the steak ones as well, because the steak should be ready by the time I finish the vegan stuffed bell peppers. So anyway, guys, see you in a second. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Speech on. Stop recording video. Your left.